Hello and welcome to the video. Before we get started, if you'd like to provide input on future content and get our weekly newsletter, click on our survey. The link will be below. We also have a report on Ethereum 2, along with a bonus report on why you should learn Solidity now. Again, the link will be below. Now on to the video, and thank you. Okay, so today we're going to go to the next step. We're going to create a data transaction, sign and post it. So you can see here what it's going to look like. So we're going to create data, and then we're going to create a transaction. Now, this should really be JSON, so I changed it to, I called this data 1 and changed data : data 1. So it'd be, because every other example I looked at used a JSON type format. And now this is the root key. So this is, so you have the information for the transaction, and then the key for the transaction. You sign it. You sign the transaction with the key. Excuse me, with the key. You get the status before you run the transaction. You post the transaction. Now this, of course, would be 404, which is, of course, not found. Then you're going to get the status, and I'm trying to remember what a 202 is. I think that is submitted or something. Accepted. Okay. So the transaction at this point's been accepted, and then you mine it, get the status again, and that should be 200. So let's look at what I did. Okay, so pretty much just took out the code from what we did yesterday and just replaced it with this code. Again, I changed this to be more proper, to use JSON, and everything else pretty much kept the same. It's a pretty straightforward thing. You need a key, you need your information, it posts it, and it gets a result. So let's run it. And as you can see, it confirmed, it got the status, and then it confirmed it after 200, the block height. And you notice the block height every time goes up because the because you're adding another transaction. So this is our hash, and that's basically a very simple transaction. You can see it work. And because we're doing this, again, using Testweave, we don't have to deal with wallets or tokens or anything like that. It handles that for us. Just like when we did Solidity and we used Remix, or we used Ganache. Well, Ganache and Remix would create accounts and put tokens in there. So we didn't have to worry about that. And you could use a wallet to attest Ganache chain. But anyway, this just handles everything nice and for us. And again, very simple. We don't have anything here because we haven't submitted it. We submitted, it's accepted. And then it gives you your result. And you can think of an analogy. If you use something like, you know, you're ordering dinner from DoorDash, which if you're not familiar with it, basically you go on your phone and you go and you pick out what you go to select the restaurant you want, select what you want, and place an order. And when you first place it, and then they will deliver the food. So when you first place the order, it says your order has been, well, if you haven't placed the order yet and you ask the restaurant, obviously it's going to say, well, we don't have the order. We don't know about the order. You submit your order on the phone, and then it says, yep, order accepted. Well, most of the time. Lately they've been getting a little busy, and apparently they are rejecting some of those. But anyway, and then they cook the food, they send it to you, and then the transaction's complete. So this is no more complicated than that. So hopefully this has been helpful and interesting. The next step, what we're going to do next time, is we're going to be a bit more complex. We're going to try a more complex contract. We're going to then, actually interact with it. So anyway, again, hopefully this has been helpful, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.